are live. We are live. Welcome to College Football's Peek Around the Corner with your host, Greg Flugar. Saturday night, November 16th, the number 7th ranked Tennessee Volunteers versus the number 12th ranked Georgia Bulldogs. A very important game to the college football playoffs, a very important game on who's going to get in to the SEC championship game. The Texas Longhorns, they won. Everybody has won. Notre Dame won. But now it comes down to Tennessee and Georgia. Really no chaos today. The only games that are going to be able to cause this chaos is Tennessee and Georgia, and the BYU game later on tonight against the Kansas Jayhawks. Buckle up, brace for impact. Holy smokes, holy smokes. Welcome to College Football's Peek Around the Corner. Don't be afraid to be a legend with the comments in the chat room in real time as we watch Georgia and Tennessee. The secondary game for tonight is the Oregon Ducks, the number 1 ranked team in the country, versus the evil Wisconsin Badgers. So we're going to be keeping an eye on both games. Please smash the like button if you like our content. Share the video with your family and friends if you want to donate to this rebel outpost to help us keep the lights on. Hit the $sign where you make a comment, and I'll get you a super chat as quick as I possibly can. Watch party. Okay. Ryan Brooks is in the house. Fire BK. Wow. Woo! We might have some drama. In Baton Rouge. We do have drama going on. South Carolina and Missouri. Missouri has the ball, 3rd and 3 at the Gamecocks' 35-yard line, 27-22. But earlier, Texas 20, Arkansas 10. The big one, the Gators 27, LSU 16. The Tigers are 6-4, 3-3 in the SEC. They lost to the Gators. Go check out, you know what, later on when I get an opportunity, I will go read you some of the LSU Tigers message board postings. Holy smokes. Let's just say that our own PATC family member, Ryan Brooks, is not the only one declaring that Brian Kelly must be fired. I'm going to read those comments later. Again, we are looking at Missouri just scored a touchdown. Brady Cook, 37 yards. Duluth or Burden. Missouri has taken the lead. I'm guessing they're going to go for 2. They are up 28-27. 28-27. We got a few more games we got to get to. Wisconsin starts with the ball at their 25-yard line. 1st and 10. Again, Wisconsin, Oregon. That's going to be our secondary game. TH3. A Cornhusker family, a PATC family member. I'm honestly done with Nebraska. No disrespect to Jose. No disrespect at all. No disrespect to the Trojans. But I was rooting for the Cornhuskers. I got nothing against the Trojans, but Nebraska has been through it all. There is one Cornhusker fan out there who's the biggest jackwagon of all time in college football. But the Cornhusker fans are an incredible fan base. And I was rooting for Benhart, the right tackle of Nebraska. He's from Minnesota. He went to Nebraska. We were hoping to get him. He went to Nebraska. Since he's been at Nebraska, I think this is his 5th year. I don't know if he has any more eligibility left. Benhart of Lakeville. Lakeville South in the southern metro area. Great high school football player. Since he's been at Nebraska, they haven't been to a bowl game. They haven't been able to beat Minnesota. I was rooting for Nebraska today. It was a game. Jose, congratulations. Got the 5th win. It was a game in which you could tell that both teams are struggling on finishing a game off. USC got some lucky bounces off of a couple different helmets of Nebraska's face mask 2 times during the game and went into the USC's receivers' hands. I do question, I don't know what Matt Rule was doing on that 4th and 3. That was very, when he called the timeout and then he tried to catch Louisville offside, USC offsides. Some questionable coaching. They wasted a timeout. But anyways, Nebraska, all you gotta do is defeat the evil Badgers at home next Saturday in Lincoln, Nebraska. Beat Wisconsin and you go bowling. So just get it done. Get it done. Dana Holgerson, I think, did some good things. Rock and Rant. Genetics. Yeah, what a... Missouri did get the 2-pointer. Missouri is up 30-27. 30-27. Notre Dame beat Virginia 35-14. SMU got the win 38-28. Not impressive. But right now, they just got to keep winning. They've just got to keep winning. SMU, Stanford, 38. Louisville, 35. Clemson, 24. Klubnik, 50-yard touchdown run. Holy smokes, when Pittsburgh took the lead. Klubnik with the 50-yard touchdown run. The Tigers defeat the Panthers. And Syracuse, 33-25 victory over California. California missed an opportunity to be bowl eligible. Richard Jones is in the house. TH3 is not happy with the referees. One other possible chaos game. Boise and San Jose State. Boise down 7, almost the end of the first quarter. Same with Steve Bearcat. San Jose State playing a good first quarter against Boise State. We'll keep an eye on that game. That is a chaos game. No question about it. Everybody that is outside of Boise State and maybe some fan bases of the Mountain West Conference, everybody is rooting for the Broncos to lose. In the Big 12, in the ACC, they are all hoping and praying that San Jose State can pull off the upset. Oregon's got the ball. Second down, Wisconsin had to punt it away. Daniel Montcastle says Nebraska was robbed at the end. USC was held twice. 17 for USC held twice on TD plays. The refs screwed us repeatedly. Wisconsin versus Nebraska is not irrelevant. Taytown Hawk. No, it's not. Nebraska needs to win that game. That program needs to win that game. It's not irrelevant. It's not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Oregon by 50. Gopher, tough Tony. Oregon by 50. AMAC is in the house. Jose, I understand. The Cornhuskers have been through a lot. And so has the Trojans. So has the Trojans. They've been through a lot. They've been through a lot of drama. Not quite like Nebraska, but they've been through a lot of drama. Greg, in your opinion, could USC fire Lincoln Riley for cause? No, not on that probation. No. My answer is no on that. We'll see if I'm correct, Tony, but I don't think Lincoln Riley's not going to get fired for cause for that probation, and he's just not going to get fired this year. But there's going to be a lot of pressure on Lincoln Riley next year, right? 3rd and 7, Oregon gets nothing. Oregon gets absolutely nothing. The Badgers shut that down. Greg was going to ask you this, but do you think Georgia is eliminated from the playoffs with a loss tonight? I think yes, due to the fact that the 2 games are easy wins. Yes, I think Georgia is eliminated if they lose tonight. And I think Tennessee is very much in danger. Remember, Tennessee finishes the year off against Vanderbilt. And I don't like how Tennessee is playing. I don't like how Carson Beck is playing. But I see Tennessee slipping here. I think Georgia's going to win tonight. Well, we're going to find out together. But I think Georgia's going to snap out of it. And Nico, the quarterback, is playing tonight for Tennessee. South Carolina in field goal range. TD, South Carolina. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. Everybody, they both need to stay away from Lance Leipold. I think Lance Leipold is going to be, he's going to get more phone calls after this year, but there ain't going to be a whole lot of openings. Right? There's only going to be a couple openings, and we don't know what those are quite yet. Wow. The Gamecocks. My goodness. Let's get back to the top 25. Let's go through the scores. Georgia. Tennessee has not yet begun yet. Has not yet begun. Hammer Henderson, thank you so much for the super chat. Lots of teams struggling for bowl eligibility, just like last year. That's what happened last year. In fact, so many teams struggled that the Minnesota Golden Gophers went to a bowl game last year as a 5-7 team because nobody could win that 6th game. It's happening again this year. Thank you, Hammer Henderson. Thank you for your generosity once again. I appreciate it. Appreciate it so very much. I will say this about Lance Leipold. And I said this at the beginning of the year. We're waiting for Georgia to come out on the field. Georgia, Tennessee Watch Party. Come join us, everybody. This is the year. This is the off season in which Lance Leipold may be taken. Because from what I've been told, the family, he's got a son who's finishing up high school this year. He's a quarterback. So this is the year where his son is going to go off to college. If this is the year where I think the Jayhawk fans will need to start worrying. And I believe his stock is still way up. For what he has done, holy smokes. Holy smokes. But that's just my opinion. Nicolino Loche, ever seen him box? No, I've never seen him box. I don't know who that is, Helmer Henderson. I will look him up. San Jose up by 14. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. Walker Egat run for 7 yards. Egat got a pass completion to the Boise 5-yard line. I do not have the touchdown yet. I am behind. My computer is behind. 14-0, San Jose State. Holy smokes. Arizona State 7. Kansas State 0. My goodness, another important game in the Big 12. Cam Scattaboo is playing 6 carries for 25 yards. Sam Levitt is playing. Avery Johnson, Dylan Edwards, DJ Giddens, all the stars are playing in that game for both Arizona State and Kansas State. Baylor looked good. They're on a roll. Yeah, that's why I had to take Baylor. I had to take Baylor against West Virginia. Colorado wins, right? Colorado putting the pressure on everybody. I think they're going to go to the Big 12 championship game. I think they're going to be a tough out for the BYU Cougars, if BYU can make it. The Big 12 scores. Baylor 49, West Virginia 35. Sawyer Robertson, another brilliant game. Baylor's got the quarterback for next year. 26 of 36, 329 yards, 3 touchdown passes. But again, West Virginia Mountaineers secondary is horrific, but still a great game by Robertson. Bryson Washington, 123 yards on the ground. The Baylor Bears defeat West Virginia, and Baylor is now bowl eligible. As Coach Aranda has definitely saved his job. Colorado 49, Utah 24. Georgia is returning the kickoff, 23-yard line, 1st down and 10. 1st down and 10. Down goes Mizzou. Down goes Mizzou. We're not going to have a 7-way tie for first or second place or whatever that scenario was all about, because Missouri just got their 3rd SEC loss. South Carolina is going to a major bowl game. Beamer, excellent job this year for the Gamecocks. Okay, here we go. 1st down and 10, Georgia. Carson Beck has to snap out of it. He's got to snap out. He's going deep. It's complete. No. Incomplete. It was there. It went through his hands. It went through Smith's hand. It went right through his hands. Holy smokes. Rock and Rant won't have the 8-way. The 7-way is still possible. And I think Georgia's going to beat Tennessee. If that happens, then everybody needs is Texas to lose to Texas A&M, and everybody else wins out. Holy smokes. Trying to keep up with everything here. Boise State is struggling. Boise State is struggling. I don't know what's going on here. It's 4th and 1. Is San Jose State, could they go up 3 touchdowns? Is that what I'm looking at? Incomplete, Carson Beck. Georgia's going to have to punt it. Is that what I'm looking at? Could San Jose State go up 3 touchdowns? No, Greg, don't even talk about it. Don't even talk about the possibility of the Aggies defeating the Longhorns. Holy smokes. Almost blocked. Georgia's punt was almost blocked. Tennessee going to take it over at their 22-yard line. Carson Beck, ooh, they called the flag. They called the flag on Tennessee, roughing the punter. Don't look like it's going to be enough. Or was he blocked into? Doesn't matter. It's going to be Tennessee's ball. Ryan Brooks, Saturday Down South, has an article about Brian Kelly's hot seat. Can somebody send me the article in my direct message on X if you got it? If somebody has it, send it to me. San Jose State ran a throwback to the eligible tackle on 4th and goal. Boise snuffed it out. Great tackle by the defensive back. So it's 14-0 San Jose State. They almost went up 21 points on 13th rated Boise State Broncos. Nico with the completion. Oregon's up 3-0. They got the ball back at the 23-yard line. Steve, if Florida beats Florida State in the last game, Napier did a hell of a job getting bowl eligible. They had a very tough schedule, and they had some injuries at quarterback and other spots. Absolutely. And they are going to beat the Seminoles. The Seminoles don't even have a pulse anymore. That, basically, the gate is hard bowl eligible. The Seminoles are a complete wreck. Tennessee, Nico, back to pass. Completion. First down. AMAC said San Jose will regret that decision. Rock and Rant said that earlier. Or maybe he didn't. Maybe he liked the call. Second and 1. I'm sorry. That was not a first down. My bad. Now it's first down, Tennessee. Patrick, the Baylor Bears. Bowl eligible. Oh, my God. The Bears are on a roll. Dave Aranda, Sawyer Robertson, holy smokes, Washington. The running back, well over 100 yards. Baylor, finishing strong. Going to build some optimism for next year. Nico went deep. There's a flag. It looks like it's on Georgia. Pass interference on the Bulldogs. Georgia, you got to wake up. You got to wake up, Georgia. This is it now. You've been sleepwalking for the last 3 or 4 weeks. Sorry, Greg, I fell asleep 2 weekends in a row on your late night podcast. This farmer gets up early. No need to say sorry. I fell asleep during the show as well. Last night was a great show. We had lots of fun. Appreciate you all that joined us last night. First down, 10, 31-yard line, slant pass, completion. First down, Tennessee. They are driving. The Tennessee Volunteers are driving. Dylan Gabriel. Interception! They're about to score a touchdown. It was tipped. Wisconsin's got it at their 10-yard line. The number 1 ranked team in the nation did not score a TD. It's still 3-0 Oregon. The dream is alive. The evil Badger, Ryan Willie's dream is alive. Nico. Another short little slant pass. Good defense. Incomplete. Arizona State 14-0 over Kansas State. Holy smokes. And that is the problem, right? Look, I said this earlier. If you look at who Brigham Young, who they play. Tonight they play Kansas, who suddenly has a pulse. Nico, first down. He keeps it, long run, first down, Tennessee. First and goal. They play Kansas, and then they play at Arizona State next Saturday. And then at home against Houston. Incomplete. The ball was tipped. Second and goal for Tennessee. So BYU got to take it one game at a time. But the schedule is tough. Fickle's seat should be getting hot. You just got an interception. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, Ryan Willie. Let's go. You can pull this off. Come on now. The number 1 team in the country. The number 1 team in the country. Oregon has to go up there. They're in Madison. They're up 3-0. A great opportunity to go up 10, and they didn't get the job done. Let's go. Let's go, Evil Badgers. Let's go. Let's cause some chaos, Ryan Willie. It's all up to you. It's up to you and the Evil Badgers. Thank you, Ryan, for your generosity once again. I do appreciate it. AMAC, he's rooting for the Badgers. Tony is not. Tony is not rooting for the Badgers. If Rule isn't on the hot seat, neither is Fickle. Neither of them are on the hot seat. Now, maybe next year. There's a lot of maybes for next year, but not this year. Ryan Brooks does. Brian Brooks does have a head coach that is on the hot seat. Spoiler alert, just because I picked Kansas and Boise this week, they will lose. Forget Greg the Cooler. It's Ryan the Icebox. The Icebox. Mr. Baton Rouge bringing in the cool. Expedition Greg. Hi, everyone. Hi, Mr. Buckeye. The Buckeyes win today. Stormy Cyclone. Kansas State receivers just fumbled. Arizona State driving again. My goodness. My goodness. Tennessee.
Touchdown! Touchdown! Touchdown!
Okay. All right. Okay. I'm a fan, but I'm not crazy to think they'll upset Oregon. It's 3rd and 10. Get a first down, Wisconsin. Let's go. Nah, not even close. Not even close. Not even close. Incomplete. Wisconsin's going to have to punt it deep in their own territory. Braden Locke is way off. He had the pocket. He had the pocket. If Tennessee wins tonight, Georgia should be eliminated with 3 losses. I think so. They should be. Now, of course, it depends on all the chaos around, and Georgia hasn't looked good. I mean, Carson Beck needs to wake up. Carson Beck needs to wake up. Oregon, 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line. Somewhere, Paul Chryst is laughing. A great question is where is Paul Chryst? What is Paul Chryst doing right now? Tulane and Army is playing for a playoff spot. If Boise State loses, yes. Yes. You are absolutely correct. Or at least they're going to be right there with Boise State. But I would agree. Army and Tulane would now have the edge. Well, it depends on how much Boise State loses as well, right? Okay, let's get back to the scores. Holy smokes, we got a lot of stuff going on right now. Boise State's got the ball 2nd and 1 at San Jose State's 41-yard line. 41-yard line. The Spartans are up 14-0 over the Broncos. The Arizona State Sun Devils, 21. Kansas State Wildcats, 0. Arizona State, 21. Holy smokes. Oregon, 3. Wisconsin, 0. Tennessee, 7. The game we're doing here, 7-0. Texas A&M over New Mexico State, 7-0. Washington State plays New Mexico. BYU plays Kansas later tonight in a very important game in Provo, Utah. South Carolina defeated Missouri 34-30 since we've been on the air. I believe it's going to be Tennessee versus Texas in the SEC title game, according to Expedition Greg. If Boise only wins tight, then, and if Stanford goes to beat the Spartans easily, what happens when Boise State get the rank they spotted to? Yes. Boise State needs to, it would behoove themselves, Broncos behoove, pun intended, Boise State, it would behoove them to win this game comfortably, but they are down 2 touchdowns. Down 2 touchdowns. Let's take a look again. No, now they're only down 1 touchdown. Maddox Madsen runs for 4 yards. Touchdown, Boise State. The quarterback takes it in on his own. Ashton Genty, 11 carries, 31 yards. The Spartans of San Jose State doing a good job on Ashton Genty. But Madsen is 9 of 13, 107, and just took it in from 4 yards. Boise State is now down by a touchdown. I do not know, Ryan. Great question. Is Paul Chryst still with Texas? Thank you for your super chat. I do appreciate it. I don't know where Paul Chryst is. Maybe he is. Montcastle says he is an offensive specialist for the Longhorns. Again, the Longhorns, 20-10 win at Arkansas. Not a real impressive victory for the Longhorns. They're doing fine. They're not in danger quite yet. But that game against Texas A&M, I'm sorry to say this, that game, well, we'll wait until the week of that game, and then we're going to talk a lot about it. Texas versus Texas A&M, holy smokes. Holy smokes. Thank you, Ryan Willie, once again for your generosity. Dillingham has something going on in the desert. Yep, we talked about it. The Sun Devils, 3-touchdown lead over the Wildcats. TH3. If I'm Matt Rule, I go after the entire Kansas State O-line in the transfer portal. It is interesting, right? Nebraska is losing all those old offensive linemen, which I've never been impressed with. I don't think they're any good. I think this is great that they're losing that old offensive lineman. What does Matt Rule replace him with? Because next year, it's going to be Matt Rule's team, really, for the first time. Because he's been playing a lot of guys on defense and offense who's played a lot of snaps. He had to play them. That's fine. But next year is Matt Rule's Nebraska Cornhuskers team. One of the reasons why he's not on the hot seat. Not even close to being on the hot seat. Ball State's head coach got fired this year. Texas was blessed with an easy schedule. Carson Beck, bad throw. Terrible throw. Now, it's a difficult throw, but the wide receiver got separation. He got enough separation. Put it on his outside shoulder. A difficult throw, but Carson Beck is not even close. We got an injury. A duck is down. An Oregon Duck is down. 3rd and 10. They throw a little bubble screen. He wasn't going to get the first down. Georgia's going to have to punt it. There is something wrong at Georgia. In Athens, Georgia. Really, it's all gone pear-shaped. It's absolutely gone pear-shaped for Kirby Smart. Woo! Hold on here. Something's going on with my mouse. Something is going on with my mouse. Hold on. Oh. Illegal man downfield. Oh, that hurts. Carson just ain't right. Nope, he ain't right. He's not right. Players look hesitant. Georgia players look hesitant. Son of Sarah. I tell you what, I don't think they have any confidence. And I don't really blame them. And of course, they don't have Trevor Etienne playing tonight. Their RB1 is out. Del Rio was let go after he was arrested, drove through a fence. Yeah. Hopefully he can right himself. Del Rio. Rock and rant. Mike Tyson finally just landed a punch. He did land about 2 of them. He landed about 2 of them with any sort of snap to them. Cheese for the mouse. And I said before that fight, I said if Tyson wins, I will eat a cheeseburger. During a live show this week, that's how convinced I was that Tyson wasn't going to be able to do anything. I'm telling you guys, 58 years old, you can do a lot of things at 58, but you can't box. You cannot get into the ring. You can't protect yourself. You're not going to have balance. You're not going to have lungs. You're not going to have it. You're just not going to have it. Tough Tony. Georgia missing the playoffs 2 years in a row will be tough on the SEC talking heads. I can't believe Navy got decimated by Tulane. Tulane is playing, baby. Tulane is playing some football. Holy smokes. Oregon field goal, 6-0 Oregon over the evil Badgers. The Badgers still are hanging in there, right? Still got a shot. Got to do something on offense. Tennessee's got the ball back, up 7-0. Little flat pass to the receiver, got about 7 yards. 2nd and 3. Greg, how long until you think the ACC invites Tulane? I think something has to happen with... I don't think the ACC is going to be expanding with anybody until there is movement. What that movement is inside the ACC... nobody truly knows. Nobody truly knows. But, well, we'll find out. Bearcats score first up against the sliding Cyclones. 7-0. Thank you, Steve. Appreciate it. Tulane is going to be, when there is more movement out east, Tulane is going to be talked about, right? It's one of the reasons why Tulane did not have interest in the Pac-12, the new Pac-12. Oregon, 6-0. They kick it off to Wisconsin. 7-0 Tennessee. Handoff. I believe that's Sampson with the ball. I believe that is Sampson with the ball. I like watching Sampson. Dylan Sampson, number 6 for Tennessee. Kansas State, 2nd and goal at the Arizona State's 4-yard line. Boise State's got the ball back, down 7, 14-7 against San Jose State. 3rd and 10. Nico back to pass for Tennessee. First down. First down, Tennessee. Where was the D-back for Georgia? Sampson's getting stuffed early here. A couple yards, 2nd and 8, Tennessee. Indiana Ohio State Watch Party next Saturday? Probably. Most likely. I cannot commit to it right now because of my family schedule. Most likely. Indiana, Ohio State Watch Party. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. That game is at 12 noon Eastern time. 12 noon Eastern time. It is the game. No question about it. Nico, back to pass. Completion. Another first down, Tennessee. Greg, any chance SMU moves ahead of Miami on Tuesday? That's a great question. I'm going to say very little chance. A 10-win victory over Boston College at home. I don't think so. 0 points for Kansas State. Holy smokes. Arizona State's got the ball at the 15-yard line, 1st and 10. Boise State down 7 at San Jose, 47-yard line, 1st down and 10. Georgia did get the Nico on that sack. Georgia. The fans are getting into it. 3rd and 12. The Bulldogs need a stop. Nico rushed out of the pocket. I don't know, man. Again, I've talked about it for 2 months. Tennessee's offensive line. You see that way too much. Tennessee's offensive line is not... There is a lot of teams, if you look at the playoff format, if you look at the teams that are projected to go in the playoffs or on the bubble, I think Tennessee is a team a lot of them would want to play. I'm just saying. Georgia is struggling. Carson Beck is struggling. Tennessee's offensive line. Every yard that Dylan Sampson get is because of his own work. They don't give him anything. And they don't give Nico any time. Watch the Now, they're going against Georgia. Great. But watch him any week. Watch Tennessee any week. Watch them against Vanderbilt. Their O-line is going to struggle. More than what you would like from a team that is on the doorstep for getting into the playoffs. Rock and rant. Miami's strength this schedule got stronger with Florida win. Both SMU and Miami dinged by Louisville loss. You don't get points for beating BC at home. Yeah, I think they're going to keep SMU where they are. Montcasso, I want the Hoosiers to play Tennessee. If I was a playoff team, the 2 teams I'd want to face is probably Tennessee or Penn State. Hey, as long as you've got an idea what you're going to do with Tyler Warren. Because Tyler Warren is going to... Hopefully you have a linebacker or a safety that can I-spy him. You got to figure out how you're going to stop Tyler Warren, the great tight end of the Nittany Lions. Holy smokes, is that guy a player. That is something, and of course Abdul Carter. How are you going to block Abdul Carter? Penn State star players are playing great. So, anyways, Aller is inconsistent, no question. No question about it. Boise State, 2nd and 10 at the Spartans' 33-yard line. San Jose State, 14. Boise State, 7. Arizona State, 21. Kansas State, 0. Oregon, 6. Wisconsin, 0. It's 3rd and 4. 3rd and 4 for the Evil Badgers. They're only down 6. The Badgers can cause great chaos right here, right now. Let's go! Again, I'm going to be about 20 seconds behind you all in the Badgers-Ducks game. Don't worry about it. Put down your comments in real time. They gave it to Tawai Walker. First down, 20, 15, 10. There's a flag. Somebody threw a flag. No, come on. And it had nothing to do with the play. They threw a flag. Georgia, 1st and 10 at their 5. Look, good play, good play. Oh, boo, boo. PATC sickos. Do you think Ohio State hates the noon kicks as John Kurtz suggested? Or is he a bitter Big 12 fan? I don't think John Kurtz is a bitter Big 12 fan. I think he does a great job from that perception. I don't know if the Buckeyes like it or don't like it. I can tell you it ain't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That noon kickoff game is going to continue on for the Big Ten. If the Buckeyes are going to be a dominant team, which they're going to be playing in that slot a lot. So, cry me a river. Cry me a river. I would love the Golden Gophers to be a dominant team to get that spot almost every week. That has a lot of money. There's a lot of money made on that noon Eastern spot. And it doesn't even have to do, well, it has to do with the viewership numbers, but the viewership numbers doesn't have to be as big in that slot as the SEC's numbers in their slot because of the demographics where the viewership is coming from. We'll talk about that more at a later time. That Big Ten noon spot is worth so much. If the Buckeyes want to get paid, if everybody in the Big Ten wants to get paid. Look, Ohio State doesn't play at home on Friday nights, right? They don't have to do that stuff. So they have to play at noon Eastern on Saturday. Carson Beck, again, Georgia, nothing. They've got to punt the ball. Georgia has to punt the ball. It sounds like Paul Christ is still with Texas. Paul Christ. Thank you, Ryan Willie, for your generosity. I do appreciate it. Appreciate it so very much. Rutgers 21, Maryland 17. Thank you, Nathan. Georgia's got to punt it again. They've got nothing going on. Nothing going on. Timeout, Wisconsin. It does matter, Greg. Fans getting screwed. No good talent. There's good talent. Come on. Those Buckeyes get out. They're drunk by noon. I it's 11. It's 12 o'clock at it's 11 o'clock game at Minnesota. 11 o'clock game. We got no problem with it. The one time we get invited every 4 years to play at that game. Absolutely. Slant pass, completion, Tennessee. It's going to be second and about 4, second and 5. If Nico can get the ball out early, if I was Georgia, I'd be playing press coverage. Nico back to pass. The line just falls apart again. Sack. Nico I shouldn't say never, rarely ever gets a good pocket for more than a half a second. Buckeye fans are complaining about the noon games. Third and 5. Again, right there, Sampson gets hit at the line. If the Volunteers had an average offensive line, I think they would be a contender for the national championship. I'm not buying Tennessee. Third and 11 for the Badgers. Down 6-0 against number 1 ranked Oregon. They're knocking on the door. Tennessee with the field goal. Hold on, everybody. Hold on. I gotta make. I'll be right. The throw is late. Carson Beck cannot get anything going. The throw is late on the... sorry about that, guys. 2nd and 10, Georgia. Handoff. Frazier. Couple yards. 2nd and 8. 2nd and 8. Nothing is easy. Nothing is easy for the Bulldogs offense. Down 10-0. Georgia, number 12, playing in Athens, Georgia. They need to win this game to have any shot to get to the playoffs. It's complete! Oh! That could have been intercepted. What do we got? We got a flag. Offsides, Tennessee. First down, Georgia. Wow, that was a play, man. That was the play. Woo! So, one of the we've got a situation in which that Clemson wins, 50-yard run by Klubnik. Clemson and South Carolina. Now, Clemson's got 2 losses. South Carolina's got 3 losses. But I got a feeling that the ESPN is going to be really pumping that game up, Clemson and South Carolina, when they play at the end of the year. Could have playoff implications for both teams. So keep an eye on that. 6-3. Am I still muted? Am I still muted? I thought I'm okay. I should be okay. Thank you. Okay. Thanks, guys. All right. They're behind. Okay. First down, Oregon. First down, Oregon. Number 1, Oregon. 6. Wisconsin Badgers, 3. We got a lot of drama heading here. San Jose State had a 14-0 lead. And Boise State has tied it 14-14 right before halftime. Arizona State 21. Number 16, Kansas State 0. Tennessee 10. Georgia 0. The game that we're doing. Texas A&M 17. New Mexico State 0. BYU plays Kansas later tonight. The Buckeyes 31. Northwestern Wildcats 7. Texas 20. Arkansas 10. Penn State 49, Purdue 10, Notre Dame Fighting Irish 35, Virginia 14, almost intercepted by the Badgers. Bama rolls, SMU 10, Boston College 28, Colorado 49, Utah 24, Stanford 38, Louisville 35, Clemson 24, Pittsburgh 20. The Gamecocks 34, Missouri 30. Florida, the Gators 27, LSU 16, Tulane 35, Navy 0. Holy smokes. And now we are going to go into, we have been doing this throughout the season. Well, there's like 45 different threads on Brian Kelly. I'm looking for one that has more than Okay. Georgia, 1st and 10. Beck, completion? No, incomplete. Incomplete. Carson Beck runs out of it. 1st down, Georgia at the Tennessee's 21-yard line. A great run by Carson Beck. Boy, he needed that. He needed that. Okay. LSU 247. A thread that was started. Call Saban's agent tonight, Nick Saban. Ask if he has 3 years left in him. If he says yes, go to number 2. If he says no, go to number 3. Number 2, fire Brian Kelly immediately if Nick Saban is ready to come back. Make Blake Baker the interim head coach. Or if he doesn't, anyway, they want him gone. They want him. Great idea. Do you have $70 million laying around you can spare? Call that loser Scott Woodward and ask him if he has any bright ideas now. A staff writer at LSU 247, a staff writer said, you simply can't fire Brian Kelly. Carson Beck, touchdown, Georgia.
Touchdown! Touchdown! Touchdown!
Beck to Delp. The Bulldogs back in the game. Holy smokes. You simply can't fire Kelly. At least not for a while. LSU really needs this 2025 class to stick together and be the kind of class many think it will be. That's the only glimmer of hope right now. And now the next poster. Brian Kelly is here for the next 3 or 4 years. We just need to get used to that. We don't have the Aggies' pockets. We cannot buy out Brian Kelly. Another poster. We are stuck with Brian Kelly. Deal with it. Woodward, the athletic director, needs to be fired. Another poster. You got $70 million lying around? The buyout is the issue. The next poster. But honestly, the team lacks talent. Badgers. Badgers. Here comes the Badgers. Only down 6-3. 2nd down. What are we going to ask Nick Saban for? Money? Money to help us out? Okay, so most of the posters don't believe that Brian Kelly can be fired. That LSU does not have the money to do such a thing. I think Brian Kelly getting fired, the dream might be dead. We'll see. Saban is 74 years old. Yeah, he doesn't want to come back. He doesn't want to come back. Arizona State up 21-0, 7-7 in Ames, Iowa. I disagree. LSU has the talent, but not the discipline. Ryan Brooks, screen pass, Badgers. It's going to be 3rd down. Holy smokes. Oregon Ducks are being challenged in Madison. Braden Locke, incomplete. 4th and 6. Wisconsin's going to have to punt the ball 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Tennessee 10, Georgia 7. What happened to the Wildcats? Wow. Getting blown out at home. My goodness. Eight and 1, Louisiana, getting hammered at halftime. They were the G5 dark horse coming into the weekend. Yeah, I saw Ryan Brooks. Netflix, if a conference gives some of their content to Netflix, they should demand Netflix fix their servers. Illini Ted, Netflix last night was scary preview for a conference that might want to go to all streaming. Tennessee will start it at their 25-yard line. 10-7 Volunteers. Now, let's see how the Volunteers offensive line does on this drive. Can they hold up? Can they hold up? Let's see what happens here. Man in motion. Nope. Nico, little flat pass to the receiver. Again, Tennessee tries to get Nico to get rid of the ball as fast as he can. It's 2nd and 9, 2nd and 10. Nico back to pass. Another flat pass. Sampson gets about 8 yards. We got about a 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. Third and 2. Excuse me. 3rd and 2. Big play for the Volunteers. Hand it off. He got it. That's a first down. Tennessee, first down. Again, Dylan Sampson, a tough running back. I love that kid. I absolutely love that kid. Averaging 125 yards a game. Ranked 7th in all of FBS. And the guy has to create his own holes. Dylan Sampson, a beast. He gets it again. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Watch number 6. Holy smokes. Give that man the rock. Keep chopping. TD Rutgers. Holy smokes. Nico running for his life. Oh, he dropped it. The Greek rifle to Miller. 32 yards, touchdown. Rutgers 10-point lead. 11-point lead over the Terrapins. A great play by Nico. He put the ball right there. Right there. The Greek rifle putting on a clinic. 3rd and 4. What are you going to do, Tennessee? What are you going to do? Offsides, Tennessee, left tackle. Left tackle, 3rd and 9. Bama won big today, Nathan. I don't know who they played, Mercer or something. They won big. Third and 8. 3rd and 8. Shotgun. Oh! It went off the receiver's hands again. It was a tough catch. The receivers did Nico no favors on that drive. Tennessee's going to have to punt the ball back. Wow, the Badgers defense is all over Oregon running game. My, oh my, oh my. The Badgers trying to pull the upset over the number 1 ranked Oregon Ducks. Gabriel, pass incomplete. Oregon's going to have to punt the ball back to the Wisconsin Badgers. We've got a story percolating in Madison, Wisconsin. My goodness. Tennessee. The Tennessee Volunteers have heaters on the sideline. It's being reported all over X that the Tennessee Volunteers have heaters on the sideline. It is 55 degrees. Holy smokes. Tennessee, you're not going to want to come up to Big Ten country and play a playoff game if you are using heaters at 55 degrees in Athens, Georgia. 55 degrees is beautiful football weather. You've got your receivers dropping passes. The heater isn't helping. Turn off the heater. Turn off the heaters. My goodness. My goodness. My goodness. Wow. Wow. Wisconsin calls a timeout, 2nd and 7. Wisconsin's got the ball, 2 minutes and 21 seconds to go in the first half. We got so many things going on right now. Holy moly. I'm trying to keep up. Boise State and San Jose State about to start the second half. Arizona State is up 21-0 over Kansas State. Halftime. Tennessee with the heaters on the sideline. Up against Georgia, 10-7. Texas A&M is up big, 24-0 over New Mexico State. Kansas and BYU are later tonight. Washington State and New Mexico later tonight. Texas won, Ohio State won. Penn State got the victory. Notre Dame got the victory. Alabama got the victory. SMU got the victory. Colorado got the victory. The only team in the top 20 that lost was Louisville. Number 19, Louisville lost 38-35. Number 20, Clemson won. South Carolina defeated Missouri. Georgia, a 9.5-yard play. It's going to be 2.5 a yard. Georgia's got the ball down 10-7. It's 50 degrees in Ames and dropping. Army Notre Dame next week. Watch party. I'm gonna try. We got Army Notre Dame. We got the Buckeyes in Indiana. I can't make any commitments right now. We got a flag, but it's first down Georgia. First down Georgia. Offsides Tennessee. The Notre Dame fumble. Tennessee gets it. It's Tennessee's football. Fumble Georgia. The Notre Dame Army game is 7 o'clock Eastern time. Ohio State, Indiana is noon Eastern time. So I suppose I could do both games next Saturday. Oh, are they going to call? No, that was a fumble. He caught that ball, right? He fumbled it making the adjustments. When Dylan Bell, when he went to try to run that ball, that's got to be a fumble. I don't see them overturning that. Oh my gosh. They're calling it an incompletion. What the heck? Show that again.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
It is a pass, but he caught it and he fumbled when he tried to tuck it in. First down, Georgia. A big play by Georgia. It wasn't a handoff. It was a forward pass. Another fumble on that last play by Georgia, but they got the ball back. Holy smokes. Lear, the GM, is calling for a riot from the Tennessee fans. The Sankey fix is in. Vox Quindardo Quindaro, good evening, Flugarians and Rock Chalk Jayhawks. Big game tonight. Big game tonight. ESPN and Sankey protecting their investment. Georgia, 2nd and 6. They're driving. Miscommunication between Beck and the wide receiver. And we've seen that a lot. We've seen that a lot over the last month in the Georgia's passing game. Humphreys didn't know where that ball was supposed to be thrown. Wisconsin's driving at the end of the half. Braden Locke throws it out of bounds. Stormy Cyclone, appreciate your effort on these watch parties. Thank you, Stormy. Appreciate it. Beck rolls out. Good throw. Now that's the Carson Beck of the last 2 years. There is the throw. First down, Georgia. Good throw. Thank you, Stormy. Thank you for your super chat. Thank you for your generosity. Helps us keep the lights on. It enables us to do this every weekend. Appreciate it, Stormy. Thank you so very much. 1st and goal, Georgia. 1st and goal, Georgia. Down 10-7. 7 minutes to go. Handoff. Couple yards. The Badgers. First down. Where is my... San Jose State starts with the ball at the beginning of the second half. 14-14. Arizona State is driving. The Badgers got 2nd and 6 at the Oregon's 12-yard line. Georgia is driving, 2nd and goal. There's a flag on the field. Georgia got it down to the 2-yard line, but there is a flag on the field. We got an injury in the Georgia game. Braden Locke has got to get that pass closer. If you want a pass interference call, well, I guess it was pretty close. Nah. I think you got to let that one go. Pretty good defense. Okay, Braden Locke, you got to get those. They called that. Oh, they called that on Oregon. I guess he got him. Got that right arm. Oh, yeah, I got to call that. You got to call that. I missed a touchdown on Georgia. Touchdown, Georgia. Touchdown, Georgia. Georgia has taken the lead. 14-10. Holy smokes. Armistead, Oregon is overrated. Holy smokes. Drop pass by Wisconsin in the end zone. Arizona State up 24-20. 24-20. Touchdown! Badgers!
Touchdown! Touchdown!
Right before halftime, we've got a story brewing in Madison. The story is brewing in Madison. Holy smokes. Wisconsin has taken the lead. 9-6 Oregon, going for the extra point. The number one team in the nation is down, and they're going to have to figure it out in the second half because the first half is almost over. The extra point is up, and it is good right down the middle. The Evil Badgers 10, the Oregon Ducks 6. Going to Madison is not an easy place to play as the season gets darker and darker and darker and darker. My goodness. Wisconsin needs this win. Upset alert is turned on. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Miracle in Madison. Greg, in your opinion, who at the moment is the best team in college football? The best team in college football, I think, is Ohio State. I've got them projected to be the number one team. The first 2 weeks that I've done this projections on how I think it's going to end up, I've got the Buckeyes winning the Big Ten championship game and being the number one team in the country. Don't ask me who the number two team is. I've got Oregon up there. I've got Texas up there. But I think this is the year of the Buckeye. I really do. I think this is the year of the Buckeye. Going into the playoffs last year, I predicted Michigan. In fact, I got both semifinal games right. I got the spread. I went 3-0. I was Greg the Gold for the playoffs. The season, I was horrific. I think it's the year of the Buckeye. I really do. But I think Oregon has got a shot. No question about it. Of course they do. They're down by 4 at halftime. The Ducks, once again, are hitting some adversity. Greg, I knew you loved the Badgers. No, I do not. No, I do not love the Badgers. No. 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 But I love a great college football game, and I love a great story. This would be a great story if the Badgers defeated the Ducks 10-6. 10-6 at halftime. Ryan Willie's now starting to feel it. The evil Badger wanted to fire Fickle in the first quarter. Badgers are the good Badgers here. I wouldn't go that far. I would never go that far. Mr. Ohio Bobcat, Stephen Vitt, Nico's rolling out. 1st and 10. Still plenty of time. 6.5 minutes to go. Plenty of time for the Volunteers to get a drive going here, to score by the end of the half. 14-10 Georgia. Georgia was down 10-0. Thank you, Ryan Willie. Thank you for your generosity once again. Appreciate it, my friend. Handoff. Samson! No, it's not Samson. Sorry, guys. Not Samson. My bad. My bad. Peyton Lewis gets a few yards. 1st down and 10. Nico back to pass. Complete. First down, Volunteers. Man, this game is really heating up. This is a good football game. Georgia, Tennessee. Thank you for joining us. Saturday night PATC Watch Party. If you haven't done so yet, please hit the subscribe button. Smash that like button if you like our content tonight. Share the video with your family and friends. If you want to donate to this channel, hit the $ or make a comment. I'll get you super chat as quick as I possibly can. That is incorrect, Mr. Buckeye. I do not love the Badgers. I don't even like the Badgers. They are the evil Badgers. Tennessee players are freezing. They've got heaters on the sideline. That is all over social media. Tennessee Volunteers have got heaters when it's 55 degrees. 55 degrees. I missed it. Georgia leads Tennessee. Absolutely. We got it right up here. 14-10. 2nd and 10. 5:48 to go in the second quarter. Hand it off. Lewis has got it. Lewis breaks the tackle. Lewis goes down to the 44-yard line of Georgia. First down. Volunteers. Plenty of time. They're doing a hurry up. They don't have to do a hurry up. They're trying to catch Georgia, and it's a sack on Nico. I don't know why they did that. You want to chew up some clock here while you go down and score. Lewis, it's going to be 3rd and long. It's going to be 3rd and long. Sampson, they're getting Sampson back in the game. Watch Sampson out of the backfield here. 3rd and 11. Watch number 6. He might be targeted by Nico. Georgia might blitz, dump off to Sampson. Let's see this play. What do they got in store? What did the Volunteers call here? 3rd and 11. 3rd and 11. Shotgun. Sampson's going out. He did get it, but it's incomplete. That was the play to get it to Sampson. Incomplete. Third and 11. Georgia has 7 straight wins versus Tennessee. 7 straight wins. Fans are making a bunch of noise in Athens, Georgia. 3rd and 11. 47-yard line. Nico back to pass. Complete. Ooh, he stretches out, but he's 1.5 yards short. Maybe 2 yards. 4th and 2. What does Tennessee do? Expedition Greg says go for it. 21-14 San Jose State. Holy cow. Holy cow. Boise State. You got to win that game, Boise. You've got to win that game. 4th and 2. They're going for it. Handoff. Sampson. You're not going to stop Sampson. First down. Volunteer. Madsen pass and touchdown. Boise State 21-21 exit point is good. Holy smokes. It's all tied up. Middle of the third quarter. Boise State, San Jose State. Arizona still has a 24-0 lead. Wisconsin has a 10-6 lead over the number 1 Ducks at halftime. Nico throws it out there on the flat. There ain't much there. Not much there, but there is it's going to stop the clock for a moment. (21-21), quarterback Madsen just threw a touchdown pass. The Broncos have tied it up. 2nd and 3. They got more yards on that play than I thought. Lewis is in the backfield. Number 27. They're gonna run it down to the 2-minute timeout. 2-minute timeout. Tennessee still has one more timeout to go. 2nd and 3. Tennessee is driving. Georgia up 14-10. It's official. It's official. We've got breaking news. We've got breaking news. Dave Aranda will return as the head coach of the Baylor football program for the 2025 season. It's official. It is absolutely official. This is coming from Baylor. There it is. There is the news from Sikkim 365. So again, we've talked about here at Peek Around the Corner, we've talked about the short carousel ride that we're going to be on in 2025. We had a live show about a month ago. A lot of these coaches are coming back. There's not the money to be firing them. Not when you're going in a transition year. Great job by Aranda. Baylor Bears are playing real good right now. Holy smokes. Going through some Big Ten scores. Rutgers, 31. Maryland, 17. Oregon, down, 6-10, Wisconsin. The Buckeyes win 31-7. Penn State, 49-10. Illinois gets their 4th win in the conference. 7 overall. The Fighting Illini, 38. Michigan State, 16. USC, 28. Nebraska, 20. We talked about that game when we came on live. Jaden. Hold on here. I'm getting a report. Hold on. Hold on here. Yeah, well, you um Sampson touchdown. Holy smokes. Dylan Sampson, 27-yard touchdown. My goodness. One of my favorite players to watch. Tennessee has taken the lead. There is a report out there, but I am trying to get it confirmed. Man, that has turned into a great football game. Holy smokes. Tennessee 17, Georgia 14. Wow. Wow. Does Purdue coach get the pink slip? I think he has to. I think he has to. It's a disaster. Neil Brown, Jeff Morgan thinks Neil Brown is going to be back, unfortunately. Could Georgia be eliminated at home? Great offensive line play by Tennessee. Yes, you're correct, Edward the Tiger. Auburn Tiger. It was good. Very good. There's 1:54 to go in the half. At halftime, I'm going to be taking about a 15-minute break. 15-minute break. I'll be back. Hopefully you join us for the second half of this incredible football game. We're also keeping a close eye on number 1 Oregon. They're only up. No, I'm sorry. They're down. They're losing 10-7, 10-6. 10-6 in Madison, Wisconsin to the Evil Badgers. The Oregon Ducks, the number 1 team in the country, is down 4. We're going to be keeping a close eye on that game. So please, everybody join us for the second half of Georgia and Tennessee. Carson Beck. Beautiful pass to the big tight end. First down, Georgia. He faked that flat pass. Got the tight end down the sideline. Boom. First and 10, 50-yard line. Handoff. Ooh, he gets undercutted. Nothing there. Nothing there. Injury. I'd go right back and find Mr. Delp. If I was Beck, I'd go right after Delp again. Target Oscar Delp again. Number 4, the big old tight end of Georgia. I would target him again here. It's going to be 2nd and 10. Handoff. Georgia. The shoe came off his foot. The shoe came off the running back's foot. Frazier. First down, Georgia. Genetics, Oregon came ready to play. Based on those play sequences to start the game, the Badgers may be obliterated tonight. Holy smokes, great analyst by Genetics. Once again, Carson Beck, incomplete. Carson Beck, incomplete. Yeah, that ball was tipped just a little bit. Just a little bit. Edward, the Auburn Tiger, does not like Indiana being rated so high against a bad Big Ten teams, G5 teams. 10 SEC teams would be undefeated with that schedule. Carson Beck back to pass. Couple yards, third and two. No worries, Genetics will just delete that post. Genetics, not really good at anything, is he? Except for he won't take a shot at his own team, Nebraska. Everybody takes a shot at their own team. You have to. This is college football. It's painful. And the one team that has not made it to a bowl game in 7 years, Genetics, Nebraska's Cornhuskers, he won't take a shot at his own team. Now that, my friends, is delusional. When you're saying that other teams should not even be on TV anymore, like what he said about Utah today, who, by the way, the last couple of years did win the Pac-12 championship game. Nebraska, who's not been in a bowl game for 7 years, and he won't say a word about his Cornhuskers. First and 10, Georgia. 25-yard line, Beck back to pass. Ooh, throws it out to the slot. Number 32, man, he can play. He likes to catch it out of the backfield. First down, Georgia, but we do have a flag on the field. Second half of Wisconsin is about to get underway. Again, I'm going to have to take about a 15-minute break at the halftime of Georgia, Tennessee. Hopefully you all come back here for the second half. We will keep an eye on Wisconsin, Oregon, no doubt about it. Edward, the Auburn Tiger, the SEC has already been playing high-caliber playoff games all year. It is now the golden age of the SEC. 26 seconds to go in the second quarter. We'll see how the Hoosiers do against the Buckeyes next weekend. Going to be a fun game. Fun game. Second and 14. Please don't take a personal shot at another poster. You can disagree. You can say Auburn sucks. But don't take a personal shot at another poster just because they're expressing what they believe. There it is. Back incomplete. Incomplete. Pass interference. Yeah, he held him. He held him, never looked back. He might have looked back a little bit. Good call. They had to call that. 22 seconds to go in the half. 17-14, Tennessee. Oh, almost intercepted by Tennessee. Holy smokes. Second and 10, Georgia. Second and 10, Georgia. No problem. No problem. You guys can disagree, throw elbows at each other's teams. No! He's out! No touchdown. He's incomplete. He must have dropped it. I thought he had it. I thought he had it. Oh, he couldn't hang on. Incomplete. Holy smokes. Boise State 21, San Jose State 21. Maddox Madsen with a pass complete. The Broncos got it at the Spartans' 36-yard line. Arizona State up 24-6, Kansas State. Wisconsin now has the ball up 10-6 over Oregon. Oregon got nothing on their first time with the ball starting the second half. "13 seconds to go. Georgia with the ball, down 3. This is a great game. The Volunteers and the Bulldogs. SEC. Georgia's got 2 losses. Tennessee's got 1. They both want this game badly. Carson Beck, 3rd and 15. If you don't get nothing here, you got to kick the field goal. You got to kick the field goal. Beck back to pass. Way over. Geez, he threw that out of bounds. Georgia's going to have to kick it. Try to tie this up at halftime. The Badgers get a first down. How much is the Big Ten race screwed up if Wisconsin wins? Well, it's screwed up a little bit, and it does cause chaos because right now we know if we take a look at the standings. Thank you, Hammer Henderson, for your super chat. Thank you for your generosity. I do appreciate it. We do know, let's take a look. Indiana is 7-0. Oregon is 7-0. The Buckeyes are 6-1. Penn State is 6-1. Now I got to tell you, if Oregon loses this game and the Buckeyes beat the Hoosiers, You're going to have yourself a four-way tie for first place in the Big Ten. And then it's going to get mighty interesting. It could screw it all up. It is going to get complicated. Could go to tiebreakers. Absolutely. This game can cause chaos. Absolutely. Thank you, Hammer Henderson. It is halftime. It's going to be halftime. 17-17. A great game down in Athens, Georgia. First down, Wisconsin. Holy smokes. They're taking it to the Ducks right now. The fans are getting into it. You guys are going to have to watch. Keep an eye on this Oregon game without me. When I get back, the score could be different. Holy smokes. But I got to take a break. I got to check out the mother, the wife, and everything else. Okay, it's halftime. Keep an eye on this Wisconsin game for me, guys. Wisconsin, Oregon, 10-6. Also, keep an eye on San Jose State and Boise State. My goodness, we've got a lot of drama. 28-21, Boise State. San Jose State's got the ball. We got a lot of drama brewing up here on a November 16th, Friday night. I'll see you guys back here in a little bit. Thanks, guys. First and 10, 25-yard line. Tennessee got the ball 17-17. Welcome back to the second half of the PATC Watch Party. Number 7th ranked Tennessee versus number 12th ranked the Georgia Bulldogs, 17-17. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. We got ourselves, it's going to be a great game all the way. Let's get some updates. San Jose State's got the ball at the Boise State's 45-yard line. It is 4th and 10. Oregon, 4th and 9 at the Wisconsin Badgers 41-yard line. The Badgers 13, Oregon 6. Arizona State 24, Kansas State putting on a little bit of a comeback, 24-14, but there's 8 minutes left, and Arizona State's got the ball in Kansas State's territory. Texas A&M 24, New Mexico State 0. Washington State, New Mexico tied at 7, middle of the first quarter. Again, Kansas and BYU will kick off in about 18 minutes from now. 17-17, Tennessee and Georgia. Oregon, 2nd and 3 at the Wisconsin Badgers, 19. Well, I'm not sure what we got here. I'm sorry, Wisconsin, they're at the Badgers' 11-yard line. The Ducks looking to tie it up in Madison. Nico, again, being rushed, have to dump it off. No time for Nico. No time for Nico. Nitwit says, let's go Badgers. Hand it off. I got a feeling, Illini Ted, I got a feeling that Oregon is going to break the Badgers' hearts. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. 17-17, Nico back to pass, steps into it, complete, first down, Volunteers. Touchdown, Oregon.
Touchdown! Touchdown! Touchdown!
Woo, we got action all over the place. Action all over the place. Nicole Auerbach. Oregon has outscored Wisconsin 7-0 since the jump around. Ooh, through the hands. Incomplete. It's going to be 3rd and 6. Tennessee. Nico a little high on that throw. 3rd and 6. Ryan Willie still not impressed with this incredible effort by the Badgers. I'll say this, Ryan Willie, the coach that has a statue outside of Camp Randall, said that he is losing patience. Charisse Armistead, it's all tied up at 13. The Ducks and the Badgers all tied up. We also have all tied up Tennessee and Georgia. Turning into a fantastic Saturday night PATC Watch Party. Fourth and 6. Tennessee's going for it. 36-yard line. They're trying to draw them off sides. Are they trying to draw Georgia off sides? They're confused. I don't know what just happened. 4th and 6, and they try to draw Georgia off sides, which would have given them a 4th and 1. Tennessee, there's a flag. I don't know if Tennessee called a timeout. I have no idea what's going on. It looks like they got the punt team out. No? Yes? The punt team is out for Tennessee. A big missed opportunity for the Volunteers. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. We've got some breaking news. We got some breaking news because of Inside the NBA going to ESPN. Inside the NBA is going to ESPN. Big 12, this is a solution, a settlement between Warner Brothers Discovery, ESPN, NBA, Big 12 college football. Big 12 college football and basketball games are also getting sub-licensed to TNT and Max. TNT and Max. College football, college basketball, Big 12 games are being, some of them are going to be sub-licensed to TNT and Max. Of course, Max is part of the Warner Brothers Discovery family. Huge news. Boise State touchdown. Well, I don't... I got Max. Woo-woo! My prof. I don't know who Greg is. I'm Greg. I'm Greg. Who are you talking about, Greg, Nathan? Greg is at a Big 12 game. By the way, talking about LSU buyout of Brian Kelly. This is Kelly's contract specifies that LSU would owe him 90% of his remaining contract value if terminated without cause. This means his buyout, if fired without cause, would be as the following. Before November 2024, $60 million. Now, if you wait to the end, if you wait until December, you're going to be owing him $51 million. Next year, $42 million, $33 million, $23 million, $13.5 million. So if you're going to fire Brian Kelly after, let's say, the conference championship game and SEC championship game, you are going to owe him $51.7 million. Does LSU have that type of money? Can they get that type of money? First down, Georgia. First down, Georgia. Jose says you got to keep him about 2028. Ooh, that's a little bit of a push-off. The offensive wide, the Georgia wide receiver pushed off on that. I think we're going to see offensive pass interference in OPI in Georgia. Yep. Oregon defense is swarming. Offensive pass interference. Great. It will be Big 12 on TNT and Max. Yep, I just said that. Yep. Thank you, Nathan. No, they're not going to entirely move up. The ESPN Plus thing, I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't think so. But maybe I don't know all the information. Penn State 49, Purdue 10, on in Minnesota next week. It's going to get ugly. It's going to get ugly. For my Golden Gophers. It's second and long for Georgia. Sounds like next year, Stormy. Sounds like next year. I don't know for sure. It's breaking news tonight. Breaking news. Some basketball games and football games will be sub-licensed to TNT and Max, which both is under the Warner Brothers Discovery family. Maybe basketball this year. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. We're going to find out. Wisconsin goes 3-0. Illini Ted. If Walters gets let go, gets fired from his head coaching job at Purdue, Illini Ted says he's going to be a hot commodity as a defensive coordinator. Boise State is knocking on the door again. Boise State, 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Boise State is up 28-21, and they are at the Spartans' 5-yard line. Boise State, if they punch this in, they're going to be up by 2 touchdowns. Arizona State is just trying to hang on. Arizona State 24. Kansas State 14. Kansas State's got the ball at Arizona State's 30-yard line. The Sun Devils trying to hang on. Avery Johnson. Avery Johnson trying to lead a comeback for the Wildcats. Dillingham trying to get the Sun Devils their 8th win of the season. Boise State touchdown. Ashton Genty, 5-yard touchdown run. The Broncos have opened up a 2-touchdown lead on the Spartans with only 2 minutes and 23 seconds to go. Boise State is going to get it done. They still got the inside track for the G5 championship, for the G5 representation into the playoffs, as long as Notre Dame defeats Army. Boise State's going to be rooting for the Irish. Notre Dame, Army next week. Buckle up, baby. Buckle up. Georgia, 2nd and 24. Back to pass. Jeez, a lot of yards given up on that slant pass. It's 3rd down and manageable. Carson Beck throws a rifle. No Tennessee defender anywhere. There's a flag. There's a flag on the field. Personal foul. Face mask. Tennessee. 1st down, Georgia. Heupel is arguing with the ref. Where's the call? Where's the call? Pre-snap penalty on Oregon. False start. Back to pass. Dumps it off. Got a couple yards. Going to be about 2nd and 6 for the Bulldogs. Oregon continues to struggle. At Madison. Gabriel. Boy, those Badgers, man. Those defenders are right there. It's going to be 2nd and long for the Ducks. Who's reporting the Big 12 TNT and MAC sublicense? Pretty much everybody right now on social media. Breaking news. Pretty much everybody. Complete. Back. Holy smokes. Oh! Smith threw a punch. What just happened? Wait. Hold on! I thought the Georgia Bulldog guy threw a punch. Holy smokes. Another completion by Beck. Beck is now hot. Finally, he's gotten hot. Georgia's driving. We got an injury. Tennessee, 17-17. But the Bulldogs are driving. We're in the middle of the third. We are in the middle of a third of a very competitive game. In accordance to our tradition here at PATC Watch Party, when we have a competitive game, the game that we are doing in the middle of the third quarter, it's mariachi time. Dylan Gabriel. Sack. Holy smokes. The Ducks have to punt it away again. 13 13. Seventeen, Georgia. 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Wide open. No! Incomplete. 3rd and 7. Holy smokes. There is 8 minutes to go. 8 minutes in the fourth quarter. The number 1 team in the nation, Oregon, 13. Wisconsin, the Evil Badgers, 13. So many schools, so many fan bases are watching Oregon and Wisconsin. A lot of people are rooting for Wisconsin to pull the upset. Can they do it? Can the Badgers do it? 13-13. Holy smokes. Ryan Willie says he can't watch. Tyler Brown, Greg does not want the Evil Badgers to win. The Badgers look like the better team, Nitwit. Nitwit wants the Badgers to win so badly. The Nittany Lion fans want the Badgers to take out the Ducks. A lot of drama inside the Big Ten tonight. A lot of drama inside the SEC right now. 17-17, middle of the third. Here comes the Badgers. Can they sustain a drive at the 20-yard line? 1st and 10. Braden Locke throws it into the ground. 2nd and 10, Wisconsin. And of course, BYU and Kansas is starting. We'll keep an eye on that game for as long as we are on the air. Ladies and gentlemen, Mock Prof, go Badgers, chaos, moo ha 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 ha. Tyree Walker. Got a couple yards. It's third. 3rd and 8. Frazier, Georgia. Ooh, he got pounded into the ground. But he might have gotten first down. He did get first down. The Georgia Bulldogs are driving at the Tennessee's 13-yard line. 1st down and 10. Tonight, Gary, Mr. Nittany Lion, is a Badger fan. 1st down! Badgers! Looks like there's a flag. Looks like there's a flag on the field. Chop block. Oh my gosh. Chop block. Holy moly. Kansas State just missed another field goal. That was sealed for Arizona State. Thank you for the update, Stormy Cyclone. Appreciate it. Nitwit did not like the call. Bean did not like the call. It's third and a country mile. They just dump it away. Now Wisconsin has to punt it deep in their own territory. It's third down for Georgia. He was blocked high. He was hit low. I don't know about the hitting of the low part. It almost looked like the running back tried to avoid him. It was close. Could have gone either way. 17-17, 3rd and 7. Wisconsin has to punt the ball to Oregon. Back to pass. Scrambling. Touchdown! Georgia!
Touchdown! Touchdown! Touchdown!
We got a flag. Good return by Oregon. It's declined. We've got a touchdown. We've got a lead. Georgia has taken the lead. We cannot have these bad calls that decide games like this. Nitwit is very upset. Expedition Greg. The refs have Sankey orders to make sure Georgia wins this game. 24-17. The conspiracies are being thrown around. Arizona State and BYU is going to be a big game next week. A huge game next week. And that's at Arizona State. Wow. The Sun Devils are playing some football right now. Richard L., Mr. Colorado Buffalo is in the house. Colorado with the big win. Shedeur Sanders goes over 300 yards once again. Colorado is looking to be on track to play in the Big 12 championship game. We think it's going to be against Kansas. We think it is. Nitwit, can someone just chop block me right now so I can feel better? Boise State scored again, but now San Jose State is trying to score. 42-21, Boise State. Kansas BYU has not started yet, as far as I can see. As far as I can tell, BYU and Kansas has not kicked off yet. John Till, LSU should sell the farm for Prime before Florida State does. Well, if they were going to go after Prime, John Till, they would have to sell the farm on Brian Kelly's buyout. It's $50 to $60 million. That's his buyout right now. So it's going to cost a lot to get Brian Kelly, and then it's going to cost a lot to get Deion Sanders. John Till, thank you for the super chat. Thank you for your generosity. Once again, I appreciate it, John. Thank you so very much. Stormy Cyclone, Iowa State has the lead 20 to 10. Deion is building something special in Boulder. Prime values loyalty. He's not leaving Colorado. Deadeye, LSU needs to go after Saban. I don't think Saban's coming back. 74 years old, I think he's done enough. Oregon's got the ball. Tennessee's got the ball. Tennessee's down 7. Oregon is tied. We got another flag in the Tennessee-Georgia game. Dylan Gabriel down to the Wisconsin's 8-yard line. First and 10. 3:49 left to go in the game. Oregon is knocking on the door. Can the Ducks survive Madison? Nico, slant pass, complete, first down, Volunteers. You can see Dylan Gabriel is making plays for Oregon here. Braden Locke hasn't been making the plays late in this game. That has put Oregon in a position to escape Madison. Prime should stay, but he wrote must be the money. Thank you, John Till. Appreciate it. Thank you for your generosity once again, John. Helping us keep the lights on here. Oregon dropping the polls. What do you think, Greg? If they win this game 20-13? Boy, that's a good question. I am going to, if they win this game 20-13, I am going to say no. Because I don't know who you would replace them with. I don't know who is your number one team if Oregon wins this 20-13. Edward, the Auburn Tiger. But you got to let me know, Edward, what team would you replace Oregon with? Everybody has a blemish on their resume. What team has Texas defeated? I mean, Texas, everyone talks about Indiana's resume. Texas isn't much better. They lost to Georgia. You can't use transitive property to evaluate teams. It's tough in football because you only have so many data points. I don't know who you would. Michigan's 5-5. Michigan is 5-5. I don't know who I don't know who you would replace Oregon with. Oh, Nico just missed. Incomplete. Tennessee's going to have to punt it 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Now, his wrist, I think his wrist was down. Jose, I think his wrist. Yeah, he's down. He's down. He's down. BYU could be one. Why not? Thank you, John Till. Appreciate it. Just don't think they're going to replace that undefeated Oregon. If they win this game, they haven't won this game, right? They haven't won this game. We got a 3rd and goal. Thank you, John, for the super chat. Third and goal. Beck is throwing darts. Beck is throwing darts. Incomplete. Oregon's going to have to kick the field goal to take a 3-point lead. It's scary time for the Ducks in Madison. Beck with another completion. No, incomplete. Incomplete. Oh, he made that kick. Woo! 16-13 Oregon. Holy smokes. Holy smokes, we're coming down to the wire. Oregon 16, Wisconsin 13, 2:32 to go in the game. The Badgers have an opportunity to pull the upset. KU leads 7-0 at BYU. Thank you, Vox. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. I predicted Kansas to win that game. We'll see what happens. The game just started. Kansas takes the drive the first time with the ball all the way down. Takes his 7-0 lead. Jalen Daniels went 3 for 3, 44 yards. Devin Neal carried it 4 times, 26 yards, and a TD run. BYU has not touched the ball yet. Greg the Gold. I think I'm doing Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure how I'm doing, to be honest with you. Again, Dylan Gabriel has outplayed Braden Locke. Braden Locke needs to put it together right now. He needs to have the drive of his life. You're only down 3. You're in the perfect spot. Let's go. You got plenty of time. You got plenty of time. You got all 3 timeouts. This is the drive of Braden Locke's young career right now. And a pre-snap delay of game. Delay of game on Wisconsin. Right after you get the ball to start your drive. Not good. Not good, not good, not good. Georgia's punting it. 24-17. Going into the 4th quarter. Locke to Anthony. First down. First down. Incomplete. Incomplete. Third and 9. Third and 9. Here we go. Oh, batted away. Great defensive play. It's 4th down. What does Wisconsin do here? What does Wisconsin do? Do they punt? Do they go for it? Braden Locke was not close on that 4th down pass. Tony will sleep well tonight. Wisconsin drinks a beer. Where the heck was that pass going? No idea. That was going to be the comeback of Braden Locke's young career, but he wasn't even close. Oregon takes over. The Ducks looks like they've survived. Holy smokes. Army, Notre Dame, next Saturday night, 7:30 Eastern. Buckle up. Buckle up. We're going to be doing, if we can, We're going to be doing a watch party on that game. Ohio State, Indiana, Army, Notre Dame. Tennessee's got the ball. Start of the fourth quarter. Down 24-17. Nico back to pass. Going long. Overthrown. Incomplete. Third down. Penn State, Minnesota, 3:30 Eastern Time on CBS. Nico, big run, first down. Volunteers. You can't count out Nico. Boom. Out of the pocket. He gets yards with those long strides. In my opinion, Locke can transfer. Ryan Willie, who's going to be the Badgers quarterback next year? Tyler Van Dyke, is he coming back? Ryan Willie, thank you for your super chat. I do appreciate it. BYU had a punt it. Thank you, Nathan. Nico. He's starting to scramble. He's starting to run. He's trying to take over this game using his legs. Third and 5. Ducks. Now they're going to kick a field goal. They got stopped. The Ducks going to kick a field goal here to take a 6-point lead. The Badgers will still have an opportunity for a miracle win, an upset win. Good pass by Nico. First down, Volunteers. Tennessee is moving the ball at the start of the fourth quarter. Oregon Ducks did a fake field goal. Coming up short. Wisconsin takes over the ball. Lanning He is a risk taker. He is a risk taker. And that was shocking. Absolutely shocking. Wow. The Badgers have the ball. My goodness. I am in a state of shock right now. Braden Locke, 7-yard run. It's going to be 2nd and 3 for the Badgers. I am in a state of absolute shock. I'm trying to figure out that wow. Oregon picks it off on a tip pass. Badgers are going down to the Ducks. Braden Locke could not make it happen. Lanning survives. His face is all red. He can't believe what he did. The Oregon Ducks, the number 1 team in the country. Wow. It's 4th down for the Volunteers. They're at the 40-yard line. 4th and 6. What does Tennessee do right here? It looks like they're going for it. Nico is staying in the game. The fans are going crazy in Athens, Georgia. Another penalty on Tennessee. Holy smokes. Okay, let's run through the scores here in the top 25. Oregon is going to win 16-13. Georgia up 24-17 over Tennessee. Less than 9 minutes to go. Texas A&M 31-3 over New Mexico State. Washington State 21, New Mexico 13. New Mexico is lining up for an extra point. They just scored a big touchdown. New Mexico is only down 7 to the Cougars. Kansas 7, BYU 0. Boise State 21. Boise State 42. San Jose State 21. Final. Arizona State 24. Kansas State 14. Final. The Buckeyes defeat Northwestern 31-7. Texas 20. Arkansas 10. Penn State 49. Purdue 10. Notre Dame 35. Virginia 14. Alabama rolls. SMU wins by 10. Colorado 49-24 over Utah. Clemson 24. Pittsburgh 20. South Carolina 34. Missouri 30. The Gators 27. LSU 16. Tulane 35. Navy 0. Now the secondary game that I got on right now is Kansas BYU. Kansas BYU is the secondary game. Ryan Willie, in my opinion, there's no difference between Fickle, Paul Chryst, the former coach of the Badgers. Woo! The Oregon Ducks are 11-0 for the first time since 2010. Oregon is 11-0 for the first time since 2010. Holy smokes. Georgia's got it deep. Beck, tight end, first down. Carson Beck, for all the problems Carson Beck has had in the last month. This second half, he has been masterful. Carson Beck, second half. Carson Beck is 21 of 36, 290 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Most of the damage in the second half. He had a rough first half, but he's come alive. 2nd and 7, Georgia. Shotgun, back to pass again. They're going to be about 3 yards short. 3rd and 3 for the Bulldogs. This is a big play. Tennessee needs this ball back. This is a big play. Hurry up, Georgia. They got up to the line of scrimmage. Man in motion. Beck, Frazier in the backfield. Beck back to pass. It's complete. Unbelievable play by the wide receiver. Holy smokes. Holy smokes, what a play by the wide receiver. Handoff. Did he get there? No, he's short. He was short, 3rd and short for Georgia. BYU using some option play. L.J. Martin, first down BYU. Using the option, Jake Ratzlaff, L.J. Martin. Kerry Gold knows Georgia quarterback was moving before the snap. He did take a step back. I saw that. He took a step back. Hummus Hero. I feel the refs impacted the game too much. The chop block was completely bogus. 24-17 Georgia. We got a 1st and 10. The Bulldogs are driving again. They've really taken over this game in the second half. They've been the dominant team in the second half. Tennessee is wilting. Under 5 minutes to go. A missed tackle. First down, Georgia. Wow. Wow. I tell you what, BYU's got something going here. L.J. Martin is running hard. There's a holes being opened up for him. BYU is finding some success on the ground. Can they do something about it? I do not know. I do not know. But BYU is running that ball. 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Oh! Running back got flipped in the air. Man, BYU is just running that football. Another first down for the Cougars. Stormy Cyclone, TD Cyclones. Iowa State up 27-17. End of the first quarter. Kansas 7, BYU 0. But BYU is driving. C. John, Kansas State offensive coordinator issues continue to compound. Coach Kleiman is failing his players. Offensive coordinator Riley has to go before the situation gets worse. C. John. Iowa State 27, Cincinnati 17. Washington State can't win the PAC. They are a quasi-independent program this year and next year. Where are they going to be ranked? I don't know. And look, we haven't had any chaos this week. All the teams in the top 25 have done what they're supposed to do, basically. South Carolina, Kansas State lost. But that's about the only one. I mean, Missouri, South Carolina defeated Missouri, 2 top 25 teams. We're probably not going to see a whole lot of movement. We're going to see, we're probably going to see Tennessee fall. No question about it. But I don't think we're going to, of course, BYU, if they lose, then we're going to see some movement. Washington State is probably going to be ranked 17th, 16th, 18th, right? Something like that. We're not going to see a whole lot of movement unless BYU goes down here. Jake Raslop, ooh, he couldn't quite get to the outside. Couldn't quite get to the outside. If Georgia wins, they should be number 1. I don't know why Georgia would be number 1. Explain that, nitwit. I mean, Georgia beat Kentucky by 1. They've got 2 losses. They got smoked by Ole Miss, yeah. Um, Jake Rasloff got hit by two guys on that play. BYU kicking a field goal, down 7-0. Now, BYU's offense got off to a slow start against Utah. Are they going to be able to survive this game if they don't put together a touchdown drive here or so against Kansas? Matt, so will the committee reward the Irish for playing another lifeless team while the Big Ten and SEC teams especially battle every week? BYU, field goal good, 7-3 Kansas. Georgia, first and goal. Touchdown, Georgia. Now remember, Tennessee has a loss against Arkansas this year. Okay? So are you going to have Tennessee in the top 12 after this week? Strength of schedule, of course it does. Of course it does. Of course it does. Absolutely. I agree with you. But you're not going to have Georgia anywhere close to number one. I mean, they haven't, I mean, why would they be, it would be almost, you're not going to move them to 12 to number one just because they beat Tennessee. Right? I mean, they lost to Alabama, 41-34. They lost to Ole Miss, 28-10. They defeated Kentucky by 1 point. They're going to be in the top 12 now. If they beat UMass and Georgia Tech, they're going to go to the playoffs, but they're not going to be number one. Not ahead of Oregon. I don't know if I don't think he's trolling me. He said it a few times. Ooh, he dropped it. He dropped it. It's going to be 3rd and 5. They beat Texas on the road. Okay. But you're not going to have Georgia number one, Edward. They've lost 2 games. They beat Kentucky by 1 point. People are talking about Oregon's win tonight. They beat Kentucky by 1 point. Come on, guys. Come on now. I know it's getting late tonight, but some of you are losing your minds. Back to pass, Jalen Daniels knocked away. Kansas is going to have to punt. Texas beat Vanderbilt by 3. I mean, we can go round and circle, round and circle, round and circle. And I said before this game, Tennessee is the team for me that has been slipping and sliding. Slipping and sliding. Now, they play pretty good here. I got to admit that. But they're not Georgia. I don't think Tennessee is as good as any of those other top SEC teams. I think Tennessee is going to be in a tough one against Vanderbilt. I would not be penciling in Tennessee in the college football play. In fact, last Sunday night when I did my projections, I did not have Tennessee in the playoffs because I thought they were going to lose to Georgia and they weren't going to be able to get back in. Okay, Tennessee, they would beat an 11-1 Indiana and Penn State team all day. Why did Tennessee lose to Arkansas? Edward, why did Tennessee lose to Arkansas? It's not like come on. This is, I get it. The SEC is the best conference in the country. I still believe that. But now it almost seems like no matter what the SEC teams do, they're all great because they play against each other. And if they win and they lose, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what their eye test. Nothing matters. They're all great. They all get all the playoff spots. That's basically the logic that we're using. Indiana has blown everybody out. Tennessee hasn't. Georgia beat Kentucky by 1. Indiana would not have beaten Kentucky by 1. Most likely Indiana would have ran the Wildcats off the field. Arkansas would not be no, they wouldn't, Edward. No, they wouldn't. Edward. LSU lost to USC. My Gophers beat USC. A whole bunch of Big Ten teams have beaten USC, and they beat precious LSU. Texas only beat Vanderbilt by 3. Come on. It ain't like these SEC teams are not dominant this year. Nobody is dominant this year. Oregon just won by 3 points against. None of these teams are dominant. None of them. None of them. None of them. None of them. I mean, that Tennessee-Kentucky game, that was brutal. Absolutely brutal. 28-18. Penn State would have taken Kentucky and put them in the garbage can. So none of these teams are having great performances every week. None of them. Kerry Gold knows Ole Miss will make a big splash. I do appreciate you all coming on in for the PATC Watch Party. 31-17, Georgia. A minute and 26 seconds to go. Nico just lost the ball. Georgia has recovered. The game is over. The game is over. The Georgia Bulldogs have defeated the Tennessee Volunteers 31-17. No question about it. Georgia is going to vault into the playoffs. We're going to see what happens with Tennessee. LJ Martin is looking tough for BYU. I don't know what Kansas can do to slow him down. BYU, I know they're down 4, but the ground game is looking dominant. I want to thank you all for joining us. The donations, the comments in the comments section. Tomorrow we're going to be doing a recap of all the other games that happened this Saturday. And tomorrow we're also going to be doing our third projections on what the playoffs are going to look like at the end of all this. I don't think there's going to be much changes in my projections, but we're going to find out. You can call me up tomorrow night and yell at me for my playoff projections. Every single one of you. Tough Tony, Edward the Auburn Tiger, Rock and Rant, Mr. Montcastle, Hummus Hero. You can all call me tomorrow and yell at me for my playoff projections. Thank you so much for joining us. Watch Party. Until next time, from all of us at PATC, to all of you, please, you all take great care of each other. Georgia, 31. Tennessee, 17. We're out.